Have you all ever heard of an American hatchback? Well, I sure have. We all probably are aware of the AMC Gremlin. Well, guess what? I saw this Peugeot 208 and the first thing that came to my mind was something a bit American because, you see, when the Peugeot 208 was released, especially this generation, it was released before Stellantis even happened. Now, it recently saw a facelift, and this facelift made it look a bit American. Let's talk about the American touch. Now, the front has a bit of a more aggressive styling to it. It's quite interesting, and also you get those 3 daytime running lights this time. Instead of having a single daytime running light, it makes it look like whiskers. Now, the facelift has left the side of the Peugeot e-208 untouched. There's nothing really that has changed, apart from the wheels. Now, the wheels are very stylish. They strongly resemble cars from the 1980s, but I was particularly thinking of AMC for some reason. I was thinking of something from Chrysler. Now, it is over here we see more of an American influence, and I'd say this is where Stellantis has taken its toll, because Peugeot has abandoned those signature triple rear lights, which were vertical. Now they've gone down a horizontal theme for those rear lights, and I think it's a bit questionable because it was cool when they had those triple vertical lights. Now, this Peugeot e-208 costs 37,000 euros. Is it good value for money or not? We're going to find out in a moment. Let's get on with the review right now. Now, this electric motor over here produces 136 horsepower. Pretty good for a small electric car. Now, the biggest problem with the B segment is that most competitors tend to have very sharp rear doors, but Peugeot has done a brilliant job maintaining a round edge design. It's pretty friendly. Now, this particular paintwork is called Selenium Grey. Although, when I look deeper, I get the impression I've seen it before. Fiat Chrysler, did you guys give this paint to the PSA Group? Don't worry, it looks cute on this Peugeot. It is time to check out the interior of the Peugeot e-208. Alrighty, so, not surprisingly, it's very similar to its pre-facelift version. For the interior, it has this very strong French vibe to it, whereas the exterior, first thing that came to my mind was something a bit more on the American side of things. Now, there's something a bit funny, and I noticed this before. For some reason, the infotainment system tilts towards the driver's side, but this whole area over here tilts towards the passenger side. I'm not very comfortable with this. I prefer things to be a bit more symmetrical, like, you know, everything should be vertical, like just 90 degrees, right? But no, Peugeot decides to be artistic about this. And another thing I found problematic is the small steering wheel. This is super annoying, but then at the same time, something you can get used to and something cute as well and stylish. Now, steering adjustment. It's a bit funny. You get this huge latch right underneath. You can move it up, down, in and out. Adjust the steering wheel in such a way that you can see the infotainment system and the instrument cluster like this. You have to look over the steering wheel, whereas in conventional cars, you have to look between the steering wheel, between the handle and the drum. Whereas here in Peugeot, they insist you look over. Something you can get used to. Piano effect right here, not surprisingly, and it looks good. It's stylish, I like it. Charging port right there and a USB port right there. Now, Peugeot just puts it right there as if it was an afterthought. Like, most car manufacturers make extra efforts to present them. Like, you maybe put them in the corner, hiding, you know, not exposed up there. You got a 12-volt socket, which is nicely presented, surprisingly. That's great. Additional storage space right here, but it opens in a funny way because you get this chrome sitting right here, but when you press it, nothing happens. Instead, you have to press up here, then only it opens for additional storage space. And you can use this area right here for additional storage space. That's decent. I like it. 2 cup holders. They look a bit thinner compared to what I've seen in other cars, but they can hold my can perfectly. That's great. You get a parking brake right here, driving mode, excellent. Nothing to complain about so far. But it should be noted that when it comes to practicality solutions, I know their glove boxes tend to be huge. Not surprising. Stellantis and PSA Group vehicles always have huge glove boxes. Center console storage. It's good. Oh, it's deeper than I thought. This is actually good for a B segment car. It's deep, but it's a bit on the narrow side. And you even get this little storage, which you can remove. Removable storage space. That's decent. I like it. Now you get casual Lomsa seats, as Peugeot likes to call it. Now it should be noted that the French, they love making their seats look like wristwatches, especially Renault in particular. Now it is time to check out the rear seats of the Peugeot 208e, or should I say e-208. So very interesting. A recurring thing I've noticed about Stellantis hatchbacks, like the Peugeot 208 and the Opel Corsa, they tend to have a lot of plastic that has no purpose whatsoever. Like over here, you just got a lot of plastic with 2 exposed charging ports. But then on the other hand, there's a lot of practicality solutions, like the backseat pocket. And well, you don't get any armrest, but then to be fair, for the B segment, it's not entirely expected. And then also, you get this nice door bin right here, which is, I'd say, a bit on the shallow side, but it's fine. So here's my conclusion of the Peugeot e-208. For a price of 37,000 euros, this Peugeot e-208 will see massive popularity as a company vehicle, because being electric, you can get massive benefits, and that too, it is going to be, well, it's going to be one of the cheapest electric cars you can afford, city friendly as well. Now, it can also do long journeys on the highway, and that's doable because it's lightweight. So it is great value for money in that regard. But when it comes to equipment and practicality, it's good value for money. Not the best, but also on the other hand, Peugeot has been rather generous on a lot of things. But the biggest problem though would be the fact that Peugeot likes to sacrifice a lot of conventional designs in favor of something stylish. Like, I still can't get over that steering wheel of theirs, and they've employed it in every single Peugeot model. I honestly don't understand this logic, but then at the same time, it is their identity, and well, to be fair, they're the only guys doing this in the entire automotive industry. This is something the Germans would never dare doing. So I think Peugeot deserves credit for it. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos that are on the run. And please let me know in the comment section, what's your favorite electric hatchback?